Hi guys, a few more people coming, so let's just wait for them. Yes, mate, I've had a haircut. Can you hear me okay? Just put something in the message if you can hear me, would you guys? Right, I'm just going to give it another minute just to see if anybody else comes, and then we'll crack on. And the first draw will be the Master Plus. So I'm going to make a start because I don't know how many people are going to tune in. So what I'll do is I'll just make a start, and then when it comes to anybody who misses out, I'll just go back over the draw at the end. So everyone will still be able to see what it is, and I'll put it across on the WhatsApp and the PS app. So the Master Plus, and I'm going to start with that first. And here we go for the start of the fixtures. What I use is this app, and this app on my phone, probably can't really see it. I've got all your names in there, and that just randomly generates the names that I've fed into it. And there's 8 matches in the Master Plus, so this is going to be the first draw. So bear with me. I'm going to turn the sound off just so that I can do that and kind of come in as we go through the draw. So here we go, Master Plus draw for the Winter Cup. Good luck. So the first player in the Master Plus is our new player who's just joined today, 50 Gecko 8. And 50 Gecko 8 will play against Banger 44. That's the first tie in the Master Plus. Okay, the second one. Mean Machine X1X against J-Boy 10, who's stepping up into the Master Plus for this one. So that's Mean Machine against J-Boy 10. And J-Boy can play a bit. Next, it's Maditude. That's Benny Denea. And he will play James Precious. Presh. Okay, the next tie, so that's 3 ties in. Let's go to number 4 of the Master Plus. And it's I Ate Your Cookie, one of my favourite names on there. I Ate Your Cookie against Stumpf, Patrice van Bokker style. Okay. Next tie is Team Reality, or Team Reality 22 is his user tag, gamer tag. Playing very well at the moment since joining. And he will play our friend Lord Summer Isles. So it's Team Reality 22 against Lord Summer Isles. Next up, it's Lloyd Bond, Charlton Bond Boy against PJQ 25. Okay. Next up, we've got two more ties. Princely Apex against Lee Mac 147. That leaves us just one more tie then in the Master Plus. It's Ace Storm 7, so just stepped up to join the Master Plus competition, where he will play Lucky Kappa. And as PJQ says there, it's Paul. Paul Jones. Paul. My name is Paul. PJQ 25 Paul. So that's Ace Storm and Lucky Kappa. That's the last one. So I will go over the ties again for the Master Plus just to remind you, but I'll also put this out on the WhatsApp and on the Messenger as well. So it's 50 Gecko against Banger 44. It's Mean Machine against J-Boy 10. It's Maditude against Presh. James Precious. It's I Ate Your Cookie against Patrice Stumpf. It's Team Reality 22 against Lord Summer Isles 1. It's Charlton Bomboy against PJQ 25, Paul. It's Princely Apex against Lee Mac 147. And it's Ace Storm 7 against Lucky Kappa. So that's the first round of the Master Plus Winter Cup. So I'm going to go on to the Pro Plus now. This is the one where there's a lot more players. And we've got 32 players in it this time. And what we've had to do is we've had to have a qualifying round in the Pro Plus because we've got more players. We need 32 really to make it perfect. So what we're going to have is we're going to have two ties in the qualifying round for the Pro Plus. And that's going to be the four lowest players in the table, in the standings. Just no other reason really. That was to try and make it fair. So those guys are going to be playing each other in the first game. And then the winners from those matches are in the first round. And they'll come into the draw for the first round as well. So they are, well, it's in the Pro Plus, it's again Paul. So it's PJQ25 who was drawn Hit Guy 0071. And the avatar is 50 Gecko who's just joined today against Princely Apex. So those are the two preliminary rounds, the qualifying rounds. And the winners of those two matches will be in the first round of the Pro Plus. So I'll crack on. Hopefully that makes sense. But I'll crack on with the first round draw. And those guys will come into that as well. So hopefully you're following this. So here we go. The Pro Plus first round for the Winter Cup. Okay, the first name is David or David Servan Alemany. So David is the first player out. Our Spanish friend. Riding high in the ladder. And he will play Ace Storm 7. That's already a pretty good tie to start off the first round of the Pro Plus. That's a really good tie. So it's David against Ace Storm. Second match. So this is very hard for you to see. This is one of the preliminaries. So this is 50 Gecko or Princely Apex. And they will play Bob Six Job. Okay, so that's 50 Gecko or Princely Apex against Bob Six Job. That's the second tie in the Pro Plus. Third tie, it's Red Dead Steve, Stephen Lincoln. He will play Lee Mac 147. To be fair, that's another really good tie. Some cracking ties coming in here. Next, it's Kevin Runstead. And Kevin will play Lloyd Charlton Bond Boy. So Kevin Runstead. That's Charlton Bond Boy. Next up, Lucky Kappa. Maybe I'll just take a comedy pause before you find out who's going to be playing him. Let's all hope it's Daniel. Daniel really wants him. Daniel Campbell, that is. And I haven't fixed this. Genuinely haven't fixed this. You've just seen me do this. It's Daniel Campbell. That is weird. You kept saying you wanted him and you got him. So Lucky Kappa against Daniel Campbell. Next up, it's Paul again, PJQ 25 or Hit Guy 0071. So the winner of that match will get through to the first round, where they will play Lee Harding. Okay, the next tie, Kevin Bywater. And Kevin Bywater will play Andy S147. So that's Kevin Bywater and Andy S. Next up, Gearis85, who will play Mean Machine X1X. That's Tony. So that's Gearis against Mean Machine. Next up, it's Banger44, who will play Tony Chico. Cracking name. Banger44, Tony Chico. Okay, let's go next. Team Reality 22. Again, a fairly new player who is storming up and already is in the top half of the Pro Plus. And he will play the Postman, Andrew Tiplady. Tippers. Next up, Clive Holmes, LFC Anfield 2. And Clive will play Lord Summer Isles 1. Clive Holmes, Lord Summer Isles. Next up, it's James Precious, Presh, who will play Milo Mind 1. That's right, there's some cracking players in here. It is so competitive, it's really difficult when you look at the draw and you look at who's in this. Some amazing players in this ladder. Next up is J-Boy 10. Talking of amazing players, J-Boy will play Brian Jarvis. And all of these rounds in this competition are all open draw, so it's the same for the second round, open draw each one. When you get to the semi-final, it's best. It kind of goes up in the amount of frames, but it's initially it's normal, best of 5. Semi-final, it's best of 7. Final, it's best of 9. Next tie, Rob Taylor. Rob is against Akin Sertin. Okay. Next, it's Scott Whedon, who will play Andrew McDonald. Starting to wonder if I'm in this draw. And finally, in this competition, the Duke 571 against me, Maito 74, Michael Wright. So the Duke and me rekindling an old rivalry. So there we go. So that concludes the draw for the first round of the Winter Cup in the Pro Plus. So just to run down those fixtures again. And you can crack on with this as soon as you can. It's up to you. Don't wait for me to say there's a challenge. Just get on and play the games And as soon as I've got over half the games played, I'll do the draw for the next round. And we need to do this all in December. So Pro Plus first round is David Savan Alamini against A Storm 7, 50 Gecko or Princely Apex against Bob Six Job, Stephen Lincoln against Lee Matt 147, Kevin Ransted against Charlton Bondboy, Lucky Kappa against Daniel Campbell, Paul or PJQ against Hit Guy against Lee Harding, Kevin Bywater against Andy S147, Gearus 85 against Mean Machine X1X, Banger 44 v Tony Chico, Team Reality 22 v Andrew Titlady, Clive Holmes against Lord Summerhouse 1, James Precious against Smiler Mind 1, J-Boy 10 against Brian Jarvis, Rob Taylor against Aiken Setan, Scott Whedon against Andrew McDonald, and the Duke 571 against me. So that concludes the draw for the first round of these two competitions. All the best to you all. Just get on and go for it. Hope you enjoy it. It's the normal best of 5, as I say, in the first round. And once half the games have been played, then I'll do the draw for the second round, and it'll be an open draw every time. So enjoy it. Have fun. That's what this is all about. Any problems, let me know. Otherwise, no doubt I'll see you soon around the bays. And I hope you're enjoying the ladder. Any comments, suggestions, thoughts, just let me know. And if you want to pick up the podcast, then that's cool as well, because these come out every Wednesday, the podcast. So look us up on that as well. We've got Rob Walker coming up soon. That's the next one. So great to see you all. I can't see you. I can see your hands and comments. And we'll catch up soon. All the best. I'm going to end the stream, and then a bit later on, I'll send the draw out to everyone. All right. Take care, everyone. All the best.